You've been lied to about control. You think you're making decisions, choosing your habits, deciding who you are. But if that were true, you wouldn't keep repeating the same patterns that quietly ruin your life. Think about it. Why do you procrastinate, even when you know it's costing you everything? Why do you doubt yourself, even when you have proof you're capable? Why do you fall back into the same thoughts, the same behaviors, the same identity? That's not lack of discipline, that's programming, and the most dangerous part is, you didn't write it. It was written for you, in moments you don't even remember, through words you didn't question, through emotions you didn't know were shaping you. Your mind recorded everything, every fear, every rejection, every quiet moment you told yourself, "This is who I am." And now, it's running the script, automatically, relentlessly, perfectly. Here's the truth most people will never accept. You are not in control of your life until you take control of what controls you, because the same system that's been holding you back can be turned into the most powerful weapon you'll ever possess. But before you can control it, you have to see it. Not in theory, not in motivation, in your own life. Because once you recognize the pattern, you'll realize something unsettling. This isn't happening to you occasionally. It's happening to you every single day. Part 1. The mirror. Let's make this uncomfortable, because this is where most people look away. You say you want success, but your actions keep pulling you in the opposite direction. That's not laziness, that's alignment, just not the kind you think. Because deep down, beneath your goals, beneath your motivation, there's a version of you that has already decided what you deserve, and it's running the show. You don't rise to your ambitions, you fall to your programming. Think about the last time you tried to change. You felt motivated, focused, different. For a few days, maybe a week. Then something pulled you back, not forcefully, not dramatically, just subtly. You delayed one task, then another, then told yourself, "I'll start tomorrow." And just like that, you were back to who you've always been. That wasn't random. That was your subconscious protecting your identity. Because to your mind, familiar equals safe, even if it's destroying you. Let that sink in. Your mind would rather keep you in a life you hate than risk becoming someone it doesn't recognize. That's why people stay stuck in bad habits, bad relationships, small thinking, not because they can't escape, but because on a deeper level, they don't believe they're allowed to. Every time you break a promise to yourself, every time you choose comfort over growth, you're not just making a mistake, you're reinforcing the program. Telling your mind, "This is who I am," again and again and again, until it becomes automatic, until it becomes you. And if that's true, then the real question isn't why you're stuck. It's who wrote the version of you that you're still obeying. Part 2. The hidden mechanism. If you want to take control of your mind, you have to understand how it was taken from you in the first place. Because your subconscious doesn't think, it doesn't question, it doesn't analyze, it only does one thing. It records and repeats. That's it. And the way it records is far more dangerous than you realize. It doesn't care about truth. It cares about intensity and repetition. Which means anything said to you with enough emotion or repeated to you enough times becomes a part of you, not consciously, but permanently. Think back to childhood, moments of embarrassment, moments of rejection, moments where someone said something that hit a little too deep. You're not smart enough. You always mess things up. People like you don't succeed. Maybe no one said it directly, but you felt it. And your mind translated that feeling into a belief, quietly, silently, without your permission. And once that belief was installed, your mind started working for it, not against it, That's the part most people never understand. Your subconscious doesn't try to make you successful. It tries to make you consistent with the identity it has stored. So if deep down you believe you're not confident, your mind will find ways to prove it. You'll hesitate at the wrong moment, overthink simple decisions, stay silent when you should speak, not because you chose to, but because your mind is executing a script perfectly. Now, here's where it gets even darker. This programming didn't just come from the past. It's still happening every single day. Through what you watch, what you listen to, who you surround yourself with, the conversations you tolerate, the content you consume, the thoughts you repeat when no one is around. All of it is input, and your subconscious is always listening, always recording, always updating the script. So while you think you're just scrolling, just relaxing, just passing time, you're being programmed again and again and again. And if you're not choosing the input, then you're accepting whatever the world decides to install, which means you're not just living your life, you're living a script that's being written in real time, without your awareness, without your control. But the moment you see how the system works, something shifts. Because now, it's no longer invisible. And what is no longer invisible can no longer control you the same way. Part 3. The shift. Power awakens. Awareness alone isn't enough. Knowing you're being programmed doesn't free you. It just makes the chains visible. And the moment you see them, you feel a choice, a dangerous, intoxicating possibility. What if you could rewrite the script yourself? Because here's the truth the world will never teach you. Your subconscious isn't a prison. It's a tool. And the same mechanisms that have been keeping you small can make you unstoppable. Every belief it has accepted can be replaced. Every fear can be neutralized. Every habit can be flipped into an advantage. But it won't happen by chance, by willpower alone, or by repeating empty phrases to yourself. It happens by design. Your mind obeys structure. It obeys repetition. It obeys intensity. So the first rule of this power is simple. You must become intentional with what you feed your mind. Every thought, every input, every conversation, every action, you decide what your subconscious accepts, or it will decide for you. And once you take this seriously, a shift begins. A subtle but undeniable force grows inside you. You start seeing patterns others can't. You start noticing influence, manipulation, weakness, and opportunity. You start becoming the person your old programming told you you could never be. And the best part, no one can give this to you. No one can take it away. It is yours as long as you claim it. But claiming it requires a new mindset, a new identity, a willingness to do what your old self would never dare. Part 4. The method. Practical control. You now know the chains. You know how your subconscious runs the show. Now it's time to take control, not with empty affirmations, not with lazy think positive advice, with real strategic action. Here's how the truly powerful do it. 1. Identify the script. Everything starts with awareness. Track your thoughts. Notice the beliefs that show up automatically. I can't do this. I'm not ready. People like me don't succeed. These are the lines your subconscious is running on repeat. Write them down. Challenge them. Ask, who wrote this? When? Does it serve me or control me? Once you see the patterns clearly, you can begin to rewrite them. 2. Feed your mind intentionally. Your subconscious listens to intensity, plus repetition, plus emotion. This means consume content that elevates you, not drains you. Repeat practices that reinforce the person you want to be. Evoke strong emotion while learning, fear or determination. Every repeated input is a signal your subconscious obeys. Stop feeding it distractions. Start feeding it dominance. 3. Use micro-behavior reprogramming. Big changes feel impossible. That's why they fail. Instead, change small daily actions first. Stack them. Let your subconscious register new identity through repeated behavior. Example: speak assertively once a day. Make your bed immediately. Hold eye contact longer. Each small act rewires the script without resistance. Momentum builds faster than you realize. 4. Embrace mental conditioning. Meditation, visualization, and journaling aren't soft. They're weapons. Visualize who you want to become, not what you want to achieve. Feel it. Live it in your mind before it exists in reality. Your subconscious cannot distinguish imagined intensity from actual experience. It will begin to execute your mental commands as if they were already true. 5. Guard the input gate. Your environment is always programming you, sometimes against you. Choose carefully who you spend time with. Protect what you watch, listen to, and read. Create conditions where your subconscious can absorb only what empowers you. This is not about isolation, it's about strategic influence. Every step reinforces a single truth. You are not a victim of your mind. You are the author of it. Every thought, habit, and action is a line of code, and now you hold the pen. But knowing this isn't enough. You have to act. Part 5. The ending and identity transformation. Here's the truth most people never realize. You are not the thoughts you have. You are not the habits you repeat. You are not the limitations imposed by your past. You are what your subconscious believes you to be. And until now, it's been deciding for you. But that ends today, because awareness plus action attracts power. Every belief you challenge, every thought you choose, every small daily action you repeat, rewrites the code. Your mind stops running the old script and begins executing a new one that serves your purpose, one that elevates your identity, one that makes you unstoppable. Imagine waking up tomorrow, and for the first time, your decisions feel effortless. Your confidence is natural. Your focus is sharp. Your reactions are deliberate, not automatic. That is the power of subconscious mastery. And here's the thing the world will never admit. This isn't about discipline. It isn't about talent. It isn't about luck. It's about programming yourself better than anyone ever programmed you. Now it's your choice. Do you continue letting your old programming run your life? Or do you take the pen and write your destiny? Because the first step is simple. Be deliberate. Be ruthless. Be consistent. Start today. Challenge one thought. Change one behavior. Control one habit. And let the subconscious follow. Because once it does, nothing can stop you. And if you want to take it even further, I've got more strategies, secrets, and methods that the world keeps hidden. So here's what you do. Like this video if you want more power over your mind. Comment below with the first habit you'll rewrite, and make sure to subscribe, because every week we break the invisible chains controlling you and teach you how to become stronger, smarter, and more unstoppable than you ever imagined. Remember, control your mind, and you control your life. Ignore this, and the script continues to control you, quietly, relentlessly, perfectly.